Hey, what's going on today? I'm going to be making a coconut chickpea recipe. Chickpeas is very easy to cook. This is a very easy recipe, as you're going to see as you follow along. You're just going to need some dried chickpeas or can, whatever you have, some coconut milk, some other seasoning you're going to see in the recipe, but let's go, let's cook. So to get started, the ingredients and exact measurements are going to be in the description, so you can always look at that, but just some brief things of what we're using. I got some green curry powder. I have some dried chickpeas as well. You can use the one in the can, but it might be a bit mushy. If you're using dried chickpea like me, soak it overnight so it cooks fast. I have some potatoes, I have some carrots, I have some ginger, some pepper, some thyme. But to get started, you're just going to heat up 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Use whatever you have. Add your mix here. So here, that's some ginger, some cut up garlic, plus some garlic powder. So here I'm using Jamaican style green curry powder. I've never used, I know that there's like Indian curry as well. I've never used those. Let me know in the comments if they taste different. You might be able to substitute it, but here I'm using the Caribbean variety. So you just want to stir it, cook it up a bit, that way like it start to burn, but like just to get the powder cooked down, but not overly burnt. Then you're gonna add your dried chickpeas to this. Like I mentioned, it's soaked overnight, so it will cook pretty fast. Here I'm adding some chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth or water, but I just find that broth adds more flavor. And I'm gonna go with my thyme and my pepper. So I just have like basically it's 1/3 of a cup of just some sweet peppers. You can use whatever color you want. I have red and orange. Here I have 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. I have 1 chicken bouillon cube. I have 1 tablespoon of onion powder. You could use vegetable cube as well. So while this is cooking, so I have the chickpeas cooking for 20 minutes. We just want to cut up some carrots. You can cut up as much as you want if you're having this as a standalone, but I'll be eating this with some rice. So here, just gonna chop up 3 large potatoes. You want it to be cut thin enough that the potatoes cook at the same time with the chickpeas, because we're gonna be adding that in. So here I'm gonna add some additional some additional curry powder. Adding some salt to this as well, not too much. It's optional based on your taste buds. I already have all-purpose seasoning plus the bouillon, so you don't want it to be too salty. So here, the chickpeas have been cooking for 20 minutes. I'm just gonna stir it up, but the test you wanna do is you wanna grab one and squeeze it. So here, I'm able to squeeze it where it's mushy enough, but it's not soft. And that's why I said you should be mindful if you're using the one in the can, it will be too soft. But just go ahead, add your potatoes. I'm gonna add some mushrooms. I'm using 155 grams. I'm gonna add the carrots as well. And this is the star of the dish, the coconut milk. This is full fat coconut milk. It adds some sweetness and some thickness. Also going with 1 tablespoon of fresh parsley, Italian to be specific. I'm gonna add the additional curry powder. Stir that in nicely, that way it's fully cooked. And at this stage as well, normally I'll add some red pepper flakes or some regular pepper, but because I'm cooking this for the family, I'm not adding extra spice, but you can add additional stuff to that if you want to. So I cooked it on low medium for an additional 15 minutes. So here, you just want to test that your carrots are cooked, your potatoes are cooked, but then you just want to make sure you're stirring it up in between so it doesn't burn. But this is pretty good. We're just going to serve up our plate and eat. So I have a small sample here. It's just very easy to cook. Very tasty. Like it's very tasty. So I would say if you can get dried chickpeas for the recipe, it's best to get it, because if you use the one that I feel like it'll get a bit more mushy. Whereas like the regular dry one, I soak it overnight and it's cooked nice enough. The potatoes are well cooked as well. One thing that's a highlight, if you can get your hands on some Caribbean sweet potatoes, some African sweet potatoes, similar to have to do some editing. What I was saying, that if you can get your hands on some Caribbean or African sweet potatoes, they cook differently, like very firm, and it adds more sweetness than the regular potato. But either way, like it is a nice creamy dish with the full fat coconut milk. So if you're looking for more recipes, I'll see you in these other videos.